very happy to have him as a state legislator whose vote we can count on when things get tough, as we all know they are out there. And there's a real photograph of him.
Hey.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, so we wanted to make sure that we welcomed you all and had you here to talk with Mike, and thank you very much for your support so far and continued support. Right now, he doesn't have someone running against him right yet, but we expect that he will probably have an opposition in the finals. And just because that's what they're doing this season.
I'm good with that option.
Right. We're hoping no opposition. But I wanted to turn it over to Mike for a few minutes to say a few words, if you would, and then I'll introduce you.
Sure, be glad to. Thank you so much, Nancy. I definitely appreciate it. And thank you all for coming out today. I definitely appreciate it as well. This is a reception for organized labor, and some of them are here represented today. Many others have already sent their checks down and given their full support, and we're definitely appreciative of that. I'm always cognizant of organized labor when I'm on the House floor, and Jeff Ward is here today too, and another strong labor vote in the Missouri House of Representatives. And we definitely do our best. However, being in the minority is awful hard sometimes, and they never are at a lack of imagination to come up with new ways to screw workers over in Missouri. And they've done their best now in the last couple of years. It just isn't right that, this is a tough economy, and we all know that, but the Republicans in the legislature wanted to try and solve our economic problems by squeezing out and really putting the burden on the backs of those who least afford them. What they picked on was the servers of Missouri, the tipped workers who at the time were making $2.12, had finally climbed up to $3.50 an hour, and those are the ones, those high-paid waiters and waitresses and other tipped employees who are just making ungodly amounts of money. Those are the ones they want to try and solve the economic crisis with, and having them take about $1.35 an hour pay cut. It just was wrong. One of the owners of a restaurant contacted me. Actually, he's a constituent of mine, and when he called me, he pointed out that he was a constituent and told me he was a registered voter and he was going to be voting against me at the next possible election. And I was pleased to hear that he was a constituent, because that gave me the opportunity to know his address, because I had his name already, and to go by his house. And if this guy's hurting right now because of this economy, then I'm going to hurt that kind of way, because I'd rather live as his pool boy was living was pretty damn nice, I think their idea of struggle and our idea of struggle is a lot different. I think when they look at their profit report and they get a little disappointed at seeing what stocks have done lately, and they get a little frown on their face, and to them that's the economic woes, and we see it another way when we're going to our children saying we can no longer afford to live here anymore. That's our economic woes. So it's a completely different back and forth of reality. But we need folks up there that are going to stick up for workers, and folks who are going to stick up for organized labor and working families across Missouri. But there just aren't enough of us right now. Hopefully that'll change in 2010. We can bring some more folks up there. And we're just a couple of votes shy right now of taking over the Missouri House of Representatives. And we can do that and keep the governor over there, then we're looking a whole lot better. So I do want to thank all of you for coming out today. I think Laura wanted to come up and say a couple of things. So thank you much. There's sandwiches here, beer, soda, water. By all means, help yourself. And thank you so much, guys. I do appreciate it.
We're just going to take one quick minute. Mike Frame is beyond a vote that we were able to count on this session on tipped employees. He was a door that was open when waiters and waitresses like Chris went to the legislature. Mike Frame's office door was open. He was always able to help these servers find their way around the Capitol, many of them visiting the Capitol for the first time and fighting like hell for their own basic living here at the state capitol. So I want to bring Chris Mises up here, who wants to really recognize Mike Frame's support there on behalf of all the 60,000 waiters and waitresses of Missouri. This is a waiter at Dewey's Pizza in Kirkland, right? Mm-hmm. And he's part of the leadership of the Save Our Tips.
On behalf of all the servers, everyone in the state, as well as everyone who worked on the campaign, we really appreciate people like you representing voting in our favor. Helps us keep the the dollar an hour that we have, as opposed to losing it. And we also got an increase last Friday.
We did.
Everybody knows it went from $7.05 to $7.25. So instead of losing a dollar, we gained some, and that's due to you and everyone in the House, the representatives that helped us do that. So we appreciate it. And we wanted to give you this tokens of our appreciation.
It's a dress. He'll feel right at
We
home.
work on our lobby day.
People know you, Frank.
Yeah, fair pay for service. Want to give this to you? Barbecue.
Thank you so much.
All right.